Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Podcast. Today, our first podcast of the new year, January 3rd, 2024. Wow, 2024. Been doing this for going on 35 years. Podcasts now, many hundreds of podcasts, as well as a Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate and Business show heard every Saturday morning, 97.1 FM from 9 to 10, co-hosted by Becky Alley, Harvey Free, Lisa Lawson, John Cole, and myself. With us today, we have the Google of our office. Happy 2024, Lisa Lawson. Happy New Year, Lisa.
Happy New Year to you guys, too.
Yeah, we have Mr. Harvey Free, been in the mortgage business over 30 years, co-host and creator of the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Program. As I said, heard every Saturday morning. Good morning, Harvey, and happy 2024.
Good morning, guys.
This show is produced and directed by Roberto Bosciani. He's in the booth. He says hi to everybody. We wish him a happy and healthy 2024, as we do to all of our listeners around the world. So with this first podcast, and this being January 3rd, 2024, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy, healthy, prosperous New Year to all of you, all of your families and friends. And we will continue to give you what we believe is very solid, stable advice for your financial future. That's why we do this. We certainly don't do it because we like to hear our talk, because nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to hear this voice every single day. But let's get right to it. Lisa Lawson, what's in store for 2024? We know certain things are going to happen, but I don't want to go into a recap of 23, because my mantra, my motto is whatever's in the past is in the past. You got to take care of right now what's going, and look a little bit, just a little bit into the future. But I will tell you what, 2023, the home market finished strong. Lisa Lawson, how are you feeling about 2024?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of excitement for 24. Obviously, there's still a bit of an inventory shortage that always drives up a little bit of demand there. But, rates have been trickling down. Yes, it's not a perfect incline, up and down a little bit, but the overall trend is downward. We've seen a drop in rates, and predictions are that they're going to continue to drop, although probably slowly throughout this year. So I think we're excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I'm excited to get people into homes. I'm excited to get, people using equity in their homes to get what they really want out of life. And I think this is going to be a phenomenal year to make all that happen.
I love that, Lisa. We are eternally optimists here. And if you understand where we're coming from, having done this for a long period of time, you, me, Harvey, Lisa, John, our entire staff, we are not a rookie shop. We don't do rookies really well. We have to be able to talk a veteran type of language, an experienced type of language. So Harvey, in your opinion, right this second, the third day of January, when everybody's coming out with what they foresee 2024, I want to talk about you personally, professionally. What's in store for your 2024?
I'll talk about it professionally for sure here. I don't know the personal aspect. Professionally, we're already off to a great start in 2023. End of the year excitement of the rates dropping a little bit maybe got some people more excited about it. We continuously are talking about the 60-day window of opportunity for first-time home buyers. And sure enough, what we're seeing is a ton of first-time home buyers. So that's going to be the prescription or recipe for 2024 is first-time home buyers struggling to get their offers accepted. So sure enough, a couple difficult conversations have already come up today. And I asked this one buyer, he's a first-time home buyer, a VA purchase, zero down. And sure enough, there's peeling paint on the garage, and there's issues on the house. And we're trying to advise families that this is very important, that you put a professional team, that your real estate agents should have lots of years of experience. And I say lots of years, 2, 3, 4 years at minimum, and hopefully have gone through and touched a lot of different files over their time period so that they're able to give some really great advice out there. Again, health and safety issues on appraisers are one of the things the appraisers are pointing out. We already know that home values have gone up across the country. So a couple things and personal things that we're seeing, how are we going to be able to really professionally help a lot of the first-time home buyers, and it comes through education. So 2024, more education and really sitting in front of more people so that their confidence level really goes up.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Harvey. And the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Podcast, along with our Hardcore Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding, powered by CMG Home Loans, MLS number 1820 for all you compliance people out there. How do I feel about 2024? I think it's going to be more of the same. More of the same in the real estate market. Home inventories are not going to go up significantly, but buyers are plentiful. There are a lot of buyers out there looking for new homes. So the buying market, the buyers are plentiful, which means what? Which means it's a seller's market. It's going to continue to be that way. And having a lot of conversations with our realtor partners over the last few weeks, and most recently as yesterday, it is a seller's market. It's going to continue to be that way. Prices, everybody, will not decrease dramatically, if at all. As a matter of fact, during the winter time, what I'm predicting, this is just my personal opinion, pricing is going to remain stable. And then when everybody comes out in the next 90 days and it hits April 1st, you're going to see all the buyers come out. You're going to see home prices go up. There'll be some listings, but I was talking to a realtor yesterday. Put the home on the market on a Friday. It was sold by Monday, everybody. This is what's going to happen. So if you think that in 2024 home prices are going to decrease, you're making a mistake. Now, Lisa Lawson, I want to talk about mortgage rates. Okay, the housing market finished strong in 2023, which really meant what? It means rates did not affect the demand for the purchase market. It just did not. We all know, you touched upon it. Rates will go down slowly, maybe not even marketably, but they'll go down slowly. To what? We don't know, and when? We don't know. So if in fact we are correct and the numbers are correct and the market did finish strong in 2023, the rates did not affect home purchases, correct?
Well, that's correct. But when do they? The reality is if you need a house and you need to buy something and you need a place to live, you're going to buy a house. It doesn't matter if the rate is 3, 4, 5. You may be bummed that you missed out on getting a rate in the 3s or the 4s, but it's still better than paying rent and not investing in yourself. You know, I think rates really affect the refinance market much stronger than home buying. If you're going to buy a house and you need a place to live, you're going to get a house. And that doesn't change whatever the rates are. You know, the point of a great loan officer is we want to be your lender for life. So if we have to close you, for example, at a 7, we're going to watch that and we're going to watch the market. And we're going to watch your rate. And the minute it makes sense to refinance, we're going to call you and say, here's some options. Are you interested? You don't have to be. You don't have to do it. Mm-hmm. But we're going to always have your best interest at heart and make sure that you have the best loan available to you at that time. So
I agree with that. And Lisa, I'm not seeing any more RPP. You know what RPP is, Harvey and Lisa? No more rate purchase panic. There's no more RPP. Okay, people, they've all settled down. And by the way, Lisa Lawson, there's plenty. Isn't it ironic? Rates go up, no purchase panic anymore, and all of a sudden, there's been this creation of plenty of down payment assistant programs for buyers to get into, right? Is that coincidental, or this is what happens in this country? Rates go up, there's more avenues to go ahead and buy a home, Lisa.
Yeah, you know, there's so many new programs and more that are, anticipated to come out even this year. Some are very local, city specific, some are state specific, some are on a national level. But the reality is, there's going to be a program. If you need a little bit of assistance, there's a program that fits. There's some that don't have any income requirements. There's some that have no location requirements. So we will find the program that you need to get you into the home. But you just have to make the call so we can start helping. Don't be scared. There's always something. And even if you're not quite ready, maybe you do need to save another 1,000, 2,000, whatever, we can explain that to you so you know what to expect and come up with a plan. So maybe you do it in 3 months, 6 months, whatever your plan may be. But we're going to help get you there.
We will go down and help you there. And Harvey Freed, it's starting all over again. 2024, a new year. People, I got it right here. And here it is, everybody. See this? This is one of the many letters, text, emails that I get. Harvey, one of my favorite topics. It's starting again. email, regular mail, text, all the erroneous and BS information. Can't swear even if it's a podcast. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not going to say it's a bunch of bullshit, but I'm not going to. Listen, if you get these type of mass solicitations and these deceptive offers, high cost offers, trying to extract the equity out of your house, call us, call whomever, Harvey, call somebody you have a relationship with. This is my biggest pet peeve, or one of them. I mean, we can't have this going on anymore, can we?
It's really shameful that our industry took a horrible turn because the internet, I thought 20 years ago, Harry, that fast forwarding the clock till today, the internet would really educate families and first-time home buyers. The truth is it doesn't. People don't seek out that kind of information. So they're relying on whoever they click the button. So a lot of families, and we're noticing it in our industry. I just hung up the phone with a gentleman. I said, well, where'd you find the real estate agent? Again, clicking buttons. So the technology could help a lot of families and it could hurt some families because they're just not getting the education that they truly need. Again, if there's multiple offers, the path to least resistance is the route that many of the agents are going to take. They're more familiar with a program that doesn't have any more acronyms attached to it. So they understand a 30-year fix, I can close in 30 days. You start throwing in the MSHDA loan, MSHDA, you start throwing in the word down payment assistance, that can confuse some of the agents out there. And even though it might be a very easy transaction, a transparent transaction that the agents would like to take, the path to least resistance might urge them to take the other loan because they're not as familiar with it. So again, that education piece, sharing information and educating as much as we can with the first-time home buyers is truly what our goals are going to be for 2024.
Well, there are so many programs out there. And in 2024, listen, I'll bet you people don't know about all the down payment assistance programs. I'll bet you they don't know a brand new couple, Lisa Lawson. You and Becky do the bridal show every year here in Metropolitan Detroit. I'll bet you they don't know that instead of going out and buying somebody a toaster, a frying pan, and that plate, that they can go ahead and contribute into an account.
Yes.
Home fund it, and you can fund a purchase, Lisa Lawson, with gift money from your wedding. Lisa, talk about that.
Yes. And the really cool thing is you can set up that account up to 2 years in advance. Anybody can contribute. It doesn't have to be family. And if we go using a Freddie Mac program, we don't even have to source those funds. So talk about easy. And the best part is we'll match it 2 to 1 up to the first, $2,000. So for every $1,000 you put in there, we're going to give you $2,000. So you're going to get $3,000 right off the bat. And all you have to do is put $1,000 in there. And the cool part with Whole Fund It too is you get a website dedicated for shopping. There's about 1,100 or so retailers on there, big ones like Home Depot, and anybody who makes a purchase using that website, a percentage goes in for with Home Depot. I believe it's 8%. So you buy $100 of tools at Home Depot for yourself. The designated persons get $8 deposited into that account. It all adds up. So there's so many other ways to get a home now. There's, gone are the, I hate to say it, traditional, save, scrimp. There's so many other opportunities to get people in homes, but you just have to work with people who are on the same page as you, with the same goals as you to get you the right programs.
So Lisa, if I'm gonna get married in the spring, and I'm going to invite 100 people. I know that's low. Maybe it's high. Maybe it's not. But use 100 because I can do math at 100. And my 100 guests give me only $50 a guest. That's $5,000 toward a down payment of my new home. And remember, in the old days,
and we're going to match up to $2,000. So now it's really $7,000.
$7,000. Remember, in the old days when a immediate family relative could gift you. Now anybody can gift you on that program. So everybody out there that's listening, this is why we say the demand for homes is very high. This is why we say it's a seller's market. This is why we say prices aren't coming down. This is why we are saying that the interest rates aren't really a factor. And guess what? It bore that out. If somebody wants to challenge me, challenge this statistic right here. Okay, challenge the statistic that said the housing market finished strong. Okay, you can challenge that all you want, but there are so many ways. And Harvey, listen, it's going to be a purchase market, but I do want to talk about refinance transactions because listen, we're in the season where people did charge up their credit cards during holiday time.
Yes.
We did see an increase in home equity without taking out all the home equity that somebody built up. You could take a portion, pay off your credit cards, and you're still going to have a lower rate that you're paying on your credit cards, Harvey Freed.
Yeah, keeping simple math here, $10,000 in credit card debt usually equals about $400 to $600 in monthly minimum payments just to make the minimum payment as you're getting hit with 18 to 28% interest. $10,000 on a mortgage, and I'll just say 7% because the rates have been up to 8. They're under 7 now in most situations. The last 2 weeks, rates have burped up a little bit. Let's just use 7%. That's $66.80 per $10,000. So a tremendous amount of cash flow. You can really help your family just plugging into a 7% interest rate. And Harry, we all have our fingers crossed that we'll dip into the lower 6s this year and maybe even the high 5s. And if that happens, again, just more money in the family's pocket. So again, $10,000, folks, it's 7% on a 30-year amortization is $66.80. You can save a lot of money by consolidating just $10,000 of your debt.
Yeah, this is the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Podcast brought to you by CMG, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding, powered by CMG Home Loans on most number 1820. And Lisa Lawson, before we get into the last words, on the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding, we will have special guests this week, along with co-hosts Harvey Freed, Lisa Lawson, Harry Glantz, John Kolb, Harvey Freed, and myself. Whoever shows up just shows up.
Becky Ellie.
Well, did I say Becky Ellie? Did I not say Becky Ellie? Okay, Becky Ellie will be there along with her special guests, Michelle Sayward and Al Abdallah from the Sayward Realty team, part of EXP. Always great information from Michelle and her team. We're looking forward to have them on the first hardcore show of 2024. It should be special. With that, Lisa Lawson on this Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024, first podcast that Roberto Beauchene, our producer director, is going to throw out all over the internet. What are your last words for the first podcast?
You know, everyone has New Year's resolutions, and maybe your New Year's resolution is to get a home or upgrade your home. And it starts with the phone call. And you might be thinking, I don't want to do it till spring. I've got a few months. The earlier you start, the better. Because we can prepare you to be in the best position possible, whether we're maximizing your credit score, minimizing your whatever we need to do to make sure you get the exact home you want. It's a lot easier to give yourself the time to get all that done than scramble at the last minute because you thought you could qualify for a $400,000 house, but really only qualify for $320,000, and that's not enough. There's things that we can do in advance to make sure you get what you need. So give us a call. Better start now. 1-800-LOW-RATE. Everyone knows our number. Ask for anybody. Anybody here can help you, and we're excited to do so.
Appreciate that. Lisa Harvey Freed, last words of the day.
Last words. Hey, going into 2024, of course, we all at Capital Mortgage Funding, the Hardcore Mortgage Show, want to wish everybody the best 2024. And if you don't know anybody that might be purchasing a house, these are the programs we're talking about. As we mentioned, so many down payment assistance programs. But we want you to get us involved in your cousin, your family, your uncle, your brother, anyone who might even be getting married. That home funded program is huge, Harry, again, because we're matching 2 to 1 on the gift money that you're getting. Again, retailers can contribute. So the whole campaign is just an amazing way to come up with the funds you're going to need to purchase a house. Those funds are used in connection with the down payment assistance program, and you can get away from your landlord and paying high rent. We look forward to seeing everyone, of course, on the show, and many of you buyers coming our way this year.
Listen, we appreciate that, Harvey, and we can go ahead and we will. One of our mantras over the last 35 years, we will save you money. There's no question about it. We're also going to give you a term that is very, very widely used, but often unexecuted. We're going to give you free money if you use that home funded program, up to $2,000. Okay, that's free money to you. I can't explain it any better than that. You don't want free money? Don't use the program. But I will say this, not big on New Year's resolutions. Have I had them in the past? Everybody's had them. But more so for 2024, it's what are we going to do to advise people the best we can each and every day, one day at a time. So everybody out there, Do your best every single day. You get to start over if you're lucky enough to wake up that morning. Make it the best day you possibly can. We're going to give you our best every single day. We're not going to look back. We're only going to stay present, look a little bit into the future. So everybody out there, thank you for listening to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Podcast. Today is Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024. For our producer, director, Roberto Beauchene, for Lisa Lawson, Harvey Freed, I'm Harry Glantz. We'll see you soon.